guys, welcome back. I am so happy you are back watching Presto Plans. I hope that so far, if you have seen my other videos, that something has helped you. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you what personally inspired me to be a teacher. And I know for a fact, like 100%, that if I show you what inspired me to be a teacher, that it is going to inspire either you to be a teacher, it's going to re-inspire you as a teacher just to get that fuel light back under your tush to give you that passion again, and it'll just get you excited about teaching. I can't even put into words how excited I am to do this video and show you this because I love, love, love this. So, if you are interested in knowing what inspired me to be a teacher that could potentially help you, then please keep watching. Okay, so I have wanted to be a teacher since birth, basically. It has never changed. I have never wanted to do anything else. So that's kind of cool to know that like I've always been confident and know what I want to do. But after many years of school and graduating high school and then going into college, and about my sophomore year in college, which I was going to a university in Florida at the time, that's where I got my associate's degree. I kind of started to get burnt out. I was just like, I'm tired of taking these core classes. I took English and history and math in high school. Why am I having to retake them in college before I can even like dip my toes in the water of teaching courses? And I honestly just felt like giving up. I was just like, I know I want to do, but I just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel at that time. So, right after I got my associate's degree, luckily I stuck with it. I moved to Arizona with my family and started going to ASU. And I heard someone talk about someone named Taylor Molly. And they mentioned he was a poet and that he used to be a teacher, and he has a program about inspiring teachers to be teachers and everything, and like getting them to that end point. And so I was like, okay, I'll check him out. So he came to ASU and performed. He read a lot of his poetry, and he wrote a poem called What Teachers Make. And my life has not been the same since I heard that poem. It's not like a typical poem that you might be thinking of. It is something called, I believe it's a spoken word poem. I'll have to double check. But it is the most inspirational thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this, as tough as it may be sometimes. I'm going to finish my degree and become a teacher because I want to do all those things he talks about in his poem. So I'm going to put the video in here. I'm going to put a picture as well. I got to go watch him perform it, and I got to record that. And then I also got to meet him. He signed a couple of my books because I bought a couple of his books that night. And he took a picture with me. A really friendly guy. Like I said, he was a teacher for many years, and then he obviously wrote poetry. He became a famous poet in the like spoken word and slam poetry. And he is such an inspirational dude. I can't even put it into words. And Taylor, if you're watching, just know that you inspired me. And I don't know if you remember meeting me, but I met you at ASU, and I love you, and I owe a lot of my teaching passion to you. So just to tell you, see, I'm like out of breath talking about this because I'm so excited. So anyways, basically his poem is, he is at a dinner party, and this man, I'm not sure if he was Taylor's friend or if he just happened to be there, he starts talking about money. And he ends up asking Taylor, like, okay, come on, you're a teacher, like, what do you make? And that like lit a fire under Taylor, and he wrote this poem about that. And he talks about what he makes, but it has nothing to do with finances. He talks all about what he makes as a teacher. And he talks about like, I make a difference. I make kids do this. I make them criticize. I make them read. I make them think. I make them sit in study hall for 40 minutes in absolute silence. And he talks about like some of it's humorous and some of it is just like spot on. And as a teacher, you will know what he's talking about. My favorite part is he talks about kids having to go to the bathroom. He's like, no, you cannot go to the bathroom because you're bored and you don't actually have to go, do you? And oh my gosh, it's just funny and it's inspirational. And at the end, the way he ends it, I don't want to give it away. But when I read it, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, that is so good. I watched this video of him performing his poem like probably once a week, or maybe a little less, maybe a little more if I need some inspiration or something. But it really inspired me, and I want to show you guys this because I want to, like I said, inspire other teachers. In my first video, I talked about how I aspire to inspire. I want someone to see my enthusiasm and my passion about teaching, and hopefully some of that will transfer to somebody else. Taylor to thank for that. And so at the end of this, I want to put the video and the picture in here, and I'm going to put the words to the poem too, and just play like a little bit of music in the background. Just so, because sometimes you get a different take on it when you watch it, and then whenever you actually do like a close reading and you read it, it has a different impact sometimes, or at least for me it does. And I hope this inspires you as a teacher, or if you're thinking about being a teacher and you're kind of on the fence, I hope that this kind of puts you over the edge like it did for me. I've shown this to other teachers and other aspiring teachers, even just friends in general, just like, hey, you gotta check this guy out. And all of them love it. I've never heard anyone say that they don't like it. And I'm also going to put a couple links below in the description box of his other poetry that he performs, and because his delivery is just awesome. It's intense, or it's funny, and it's so good. A lot of his poems are about school, and because, like I said, he was a teacher, so he talks about like integrating math and English, how that can be kind of tough, and it's just so much. It's just so funny. The poem he does about girls lending pens, how a guy says, "Hey, can I borrow a pencil?" And a guy will turn around and be like, "Yeah, here, I have this like traditional #2 pencil." But if you ask a girl, they turn around with like a handful of 20 pens, and they're like, "Oh, which one do you want? I have pink, red, and blue, and purple, and I have this one, and this one's really cool. It glows in the dark, and I have," and so he writes about all kinds of stuff, and some of it's not school related, some of it is, and 90% of it's appropriate for you to show your students, or at least there are clean versions out there, and there are some that are definitely geared towards adults. But please check him out. If you go to YouTube and you just type in Taylor Molly, you'll have like a super long list of all of his stuff, and you will love it, I promise. So if you do like it and you love it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel while you're here. Just one click. That would be fantastic. And I hope you guys watch the video and enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this video today and returning to Presto Plans. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, I'm not sick. I'm just, a tickle in my throat. Oh, Taylor Mommy, Taylor Molly, Taylor Molly. Gosh, it's not that hard. Taylor. Taylor. You would think I've had my lips for like one day. Like I can't talk. Taylor. I don't know if my recorder's on. It's on.